Good morning, everyone. Welcome for a new video from Trade with a T. Today, we're going to go through the new utility that we're launching on the MQL 4 and 5 marketplace, which is T Manager Plus. T Manager Plus is a combination between T Manager that you may know and some advanced charting functionalities. For those who doesn't know T Manager, I would invite you to see the link in the description below. You'll have a full video about this small toolbox, how it works, how it can help you to plan your trade, execute your trade, and manage them later on while putting partial take profit, executing directly break even or close 50% of your trade. I invite you really to go see this video. It will help you to know how we are using this T Manager to enhance our daily trading. In today's video, I'll be focusing only on the additional features of T Manager Plus, which are the part we are gonna see on the charts, the charting, the facilities we have, and so on. All right, why we have created this combination? Basically, I noticed as a trader, we are doing the analysis on different platforms and get back to MT4, MT5 to do our trade execution. So why not having everything inside Metatrader? We have inside Metatrader the basics, let's say, objects and so on, so we can use, but they are a little bit rigid. The idea of T Manager Plus is to bring some smoothness on the process, to give those objects, let's say, or to create some shortcuts and so on to easy our analysis so we can do our analysis and execution on the same trading platform. So let's begin. Let me hide this panel and let's start. Feature number one is a crosshair you are seeing. It's a crosshair available in T Manager Plus. You can change its color, its style. Here I'm using the gray dot, if I'm not mistaken. You can enable it and you can disable it. So that's feature number one. Feature number two, I call it shift power. Shift power is all about the shift key on your keyboard. For example, in MetaTrader, when we want to create a break of structure, well, this one nearly can be horizontal. Shift power is click on shift, click on your line, and automatically it's vertical. Let me show you an example here, more obvious. So it's diagonal, shift, click. Same works for the arrows. So arrows, shift, click. All right. The second part of shift click is when you are creating rectangles. For example, let me create a rectangle here, and usually I want to drag it out until here. Simply, I can just create the rectangle, shift click, and it is automatically dragged. The third part of shift click is whenever we have a price tag, let's say here, and I need to push it just right here. So same shift click. Or whenever you have, let's say, a label, shift click, and it's at the left. So that is the shift power. Third feature is one color, one time frame. So you can see at the left, at the right, sorry, you have 5 different groups of time frame. The bigger one, the swing one, daily, intra-daily, and very small one. For each of those group, I have a specific color, a specific configuration when I'm charting on my MetaTrader. As example, I'm on H1. I have chosen already the color red. So whenever I create any object for H1, automatically it will be in red. If I take a Fibonacci, automatically it's in red. If I take a I don't know, trend line, automatically it's in red. And same goes when I plot any text field. Let's say keep it at label. When I switch to H4, the idea here, I'm not anymore showing the H1 or smaller. This can be configurable. Each time frame can be shown on higher time frame if we want. By default, it is not in the configuration, which is more convenient for charting. However, on H4, if I start plotting, new, oh, sorry, it's really a pinkish color, so it have its own color. If I go to day, time frame, same. I have a different color that automatically applies to my graph. I'm not here to really apply it manually and so on. It's automatically applied. I don't even need to specify it from a drop-down list. When I go down H4, I can see my H1, I can see my H4. When I go H1, same, I can see my day one, my H4, and my daily, my hourly, let's say, analysis. Um, so that is for one color, one time frame. The last feature of this EA or this utility is the keyboard shortcuts. As example, I have configured already. When I hit on O, I have order block, and it's taking H1 because I'm on H1. When I hit on B, it's break of structure. When I hit on C, it's a change of character example. And when I hit on F, it's a fair value gap. When I hit on S, it's dollar sign for liquidity, and so on. Those are very, 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 very useful when you're creating, let's say, analysis. You can simply set a trend line. Okay, I see some liquidity here, and maybe we're gonna swipe them up. I'll just identify that. I can go here and tell, let's say, this may be a bullish order block. So let me put it like this, and let me create a tag of H1 done. As you see, it's very easy, it's very fast. And those keyboard shortcuts, you can configure as much as you want. You have only three keys that you cannot use. The first key is the P. P is used by default by the utility to print or to plot the price. You have the V. V is really to plot those small points or arrows. The idea of the V is really to create the market structure, let's say, when you're trying to do your analysis. Clicking on V when your mouse is above a candle will create a small circle above, and clicking on V when your mouse is below a candle will create a small round below. And the third one is the U. U is used to update the rectangles. What I mean by this, let me go to a higher time frame to have a cleaner chart and explain this. If I take a rectangle and I draw it, by default, it's not extended, it's not updated. I need to click Shift, Rectangle, and extend it. And let's say we get out of Metatrader 4, Metatrader 5, and we are back. And when we're back, basically the price is into the future and have passed our rectangle. All what we need to do is hit on new and it's extended automatically. We can do it a rectangle by rectangle, but imagine you have 20 rectangle on your graph. It will be time consuming. Hitting just you will update all your rectangles. One additional comment about rectangle extension, you need to pay attention that a rectangle can be extendable and we can remove this property from it. When I create a rectangle and I go to properties, I have none in the description. When I hit shift to extend it, automatically it have X for extendable. This is also configurable in the parameters. We're gonna go over it. So whenever a rectangle have X in its description, so it's extendable, when you hit on new, it will be extended. To remove this feature, just can click shift another time on the rectangle, and this way it's no more extendable. You hit on new, it doesn't extend. Same, you can do it in the description if you like, but clicking on shift is more convenient. It's more faster. Let's go through the different properties that we have in this advanced Team Manager or Team Manager Plus. You have the five group of colors. You can by default fill the rectangles or not. You can show the smaller time frame on higher time frame or not. The extendable rectangle description is X by default. You can change it. You can activate or not a crosshair, choose the color and choose the style. The shortcuts, you have the shortcuts of your keyword and the labels that will be created. You can add as many as you want. What you need to do is not to use the U, the V, and the P, and you need to make sure that the number of shortcuts you're putting above are the same number of labels you are putting down, and always separated by a comma. If you have any issue in those, the utility will not execute and will tell you that you have, let's say, defined more shortcuts or more label in your configuration. And basically, that's it. Hope you like this new utility, Team Manager Plus. If you're not subscribed to our channel, please do. Please like our videos so you can get our new videos and our new tools that we'll be publishing in the future. Thanks again and have an excellent trading journey.